The Meaningless Goals. In a quaint village, nestled among rolling hills and vast farmlands, there lived a farmer named Eli and his loyal dog Max. Max was not an ordinary dog. He had an unusual habit that puzzled and amused the villagers. Every morning, as the sun painted the horizon in hues of gold and amber, Max would take his position by the roadside, eagerly waiting for the distant hum of an approaching vehicle. As soon as a car or truck appeared on the horizon, Max would spring into action. His paws pounded the ground with determination, his barks filled the air, and his tail wagged furiously. He chased every vehicle, pouring his energy into overtaking them. Max's pursuit was relentless, but the cars were always too fast. Day after day, this routine continued, and the villagers often stopped to watch the spectacle, laughing and shaking their heads at the sight. One day, Eli's neighbor, Mr. Carter, approached him as he stood watching Max's usual chase. "Eli," Carter began, chuckling, "do you think that dog of yours is ever going to catch one of those vehicles?" Eli leaned on his wooden staff, his face thoughtful. "Catching one isn't what worries me," he replied. "What bothers me is this. What would Max do if he ever caught one?" Carter laughed, but Eli's words lingered in her mind. The more she thought about it, the more she realized that Max's endless chase was not so different from the way many people lived their lives. Max's story began spreading across the village. People started gathering by the roadside, discussing how Max's behavior mirrored their own. A young woman chasing a dream job that brought her no real happiness, a merchant expanding his business at the cost of his health, and even a farmer working tirelessly for wealth he never used, all saw themselves in Max's futile pursuit. Eli decided to intervene. One afternoon, she sat by Max and gently spoke. "You're a good dog, Max. But tell me, what do you think you'll do when you catch one of those cars?" Max tilted his head, as if trying to understand. Eli continued, "Chasing those cars has kept you busy, but it has no purpose. Life isn't about running after something blindly. It's about finding what truly matters and working toward it." Though Max couldn't respond, something in Eli's tone seemed to calm him. Over time, Eli noticed a change. Max still loved to run and play, but he no longer chased every car. Instead, he spent more time with Eli, helping with farm tasks, chasing after real goals, like herding sheep or protecting the farm from intruders. The villagers also began reflecting on their lives. Inspired by Max's transformation, they started reevaluating their pursuits. The young woman sought a career that aligned with her passions. The merchant focused on his health and family, and the farmer began enjoying the fruits of his labor. Moral of the story: the story of Max teaches us a profound lesson. Blindly chasing goals without understanding their purpose leads to unfulfillment. True happiness lies in pursuing meaningful objectives that bring joy, purpose, and contentment to life. Much like Max, we often find ourselves caught in an endless chase, pursuing things simply because they seem desirable or because everyone else is chasing them. The key to a fulfilling life lies in stepping back, understanding our aspirations, and ensuring our efforts are aligned with a meaningful purpose.